Every Classic deserves a Game 7, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen here tonight.
Darvish, a look at second, now delivers, and Bregman bounces it right side. Bellinger to his right, he fields, throws to first, throws it away!
And just like that, Houston takes a 1-0 lead.
Morrow is ready if needed in the bullpen. Darvish trying to get out of it. And the 3-2 on the way, and a swing and a drive to left center field. Gone! Another home run for George Springer.
Frustrating night for the Dodgers, to be sure. But again, a time of desperation.
2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Swinging a ground ball for Altuve on to first, and the Houston Astros have claimed that city's first ever World Series championship.
To see the way the fire he has, the competitiveness he has, is pretty special.
Oh my, put it to orbit!
The look on the pitcher's face when he steps in the box, man, it's something different.
He's almost a guy where the game wasn't meant for people like him to be able to play.
Best thing that you're looking forward to now playing with Aaron Judge?
Oh, not facing him anymore. I think he got me for a home run last year.
High drive, track, wall, see ya!
Pull up, all I do is win. You know what it is.
Swung on and line to deep left field. It is high, it is far, it is gone! A Judgian blast!
Best thing about watching Aaron Judge on a daily basis?
The personality. He's a fun guy.
Most humble human being I've ever played with.
The attention he gets is unreal. I've never seen anything like it.
Everybody loves to see what he's doing, and it's unbelievable years that he's been having. So he's one of the guys that drives the team.
George Thomas Seaver was the New York Mets.
He's one of the 15 greatest pitchers of all time.
The 17th man in the history of baseball to win 300 games.
When I talked to Frank Robinson about him one time, Frank just lowered his head and he said, Tom Seaver was filthy. That's one of the greatest pitchers I've ever seen. And when Frank Robinson says that about you, you listen because it's true.
Well, we learned yesterday that it would happen. We now know that it will happen sometime this summer. That's when Bo Jackson will have his left hip replaced, even though it probably means the end of his athletic career.
I remember when he woke up in the recovery room, the first thing he told me, he said, my pain's gone. I'm going to spring training.
Bo beat the odds and a hip condition that could have put him into a rocking chair. Tonight, he returned to the show for the White Sox.
And the White Sox fans come to their feet in appreciation for the effort that Bo Jackson has made to rehabilitate that left hip. That ball hit deep to right field. Tarnover goes back, looks up. You can't put it on the ball. Yes! Bo Jackson, in his first at bat in the 93 season, homers to right field, and what a moment this is for that man.
My goal was to get hit. It could have been a blooper over the second base, just as long as I accomplished what I promised my mother that I would.
Now, there's so much that went on in this thing, a lot of really unintentional comedy as well. And after Harper gets hit in the leg, and again, you mentioned right there, maybe Posey could have got there and put his arm around him, but he tries to hold the helmet. It appeared to slip out of his hand, thankfully. And this is Mike Morse and Jeff Samardzija. This is like a Three Stooges clip.
This is like old school wrestling.
And look at all the hair.
Look at the hair.
Harper, Samardzija, Morse. It's like Poison versus Skid Row in 1989.
That's a great call.
It's a salad bar for crying out loud.
This is the Sunset Strip all of a sudden.
Totally. Battle of the Bay. Where's Sebastian Bach? Where's Brett Michaels? Look at the salad. Where's the croutons? Look at Worth.
Worth is there.
The Messiah is on the mound.
He's living off the land up there on the mound. Yeah. No doubt.
And of course, Bumgarner's like, dude, I'm on the DL. He wants to go out and probably also rearrange. So he's sad, Bum. He's not mad bum, he's sad bum. I can't go out and fight. I want to fight. I want to punch Bryce Harper. Now, Hunter Pence did go on. He'll be fined, right? Because he's on the DL and he ran on the field.
Technically, but he's diffusing the situation. I mean, Hunter was a peacemaker,
dude, you're right, he was.
It looked like an episode of Cops of them pulling Hunter Strickland off the field.
Begley bounces it left side. Nice play by Sanchez on the move. His throw across the diamond is in time. So a game that started out well for the A's ended poorly.
Luke Crowe is going to win it. The A's with a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 11th inning are going to walk it off in front of this big crowd tonight here at the Coliseum.
Davis hits a high drive left field. Rua's going back. Rua at the wall, and that baby's gone. Unbelievable. One of the best comebacks in Oakland A's history.
That one is driven to right. Castellanos back in this ball game zone. Castellanos going to be the hero. Not a bad way to get your first big league hit.
I'm running out of words to describe all these comebacks. It's I don't know, it's just magical.
Right field. And that baby is gone. We are one game out.
The A's, the A's, the A's. What are we to make of this team?
2-2 delivery. Pop up. Shallow right. Piscotty waits. Got it. And the Houston Astros going to have to slide over because they got a new first place partner. And now the real work starts.
Now we're back talking baseball. Giancarlo Stanton, home against the Padres. That's number 50. He's the 6th different player in Major League history to hit 50 home runs before the end of August. He joins Roger Maris as the only other player to do it outside the years 1998 to 2001. So I'll either let you do the math or the testing there. Stanton is now on pace for 62. But what if I told you you could see all 50 in 50 seconds or even 51 seconds?
We need a winning environment, a winning city to push us over that hump.
Never know when he's going to hit the ball 500 plus feet or what you're going to see.
He hits a ball like you'll probably never see in your life.
A tape measure job for Giancarlo.
It's kind of stupid how easy he makes it look at times.
Stanton's a guy who, looks like he could pull a tree out of the ground.
What a show he is putting on.
I'm speechless. Holy cow.
I think he likes hitting homers. That's what I notice. He's smiling a lot when he's hitting homers.
Stanton drives it center field deep. Gone! 50!
I didn't really know what was going on too much, but I know my wife, my dad, and my agent, and both families, they were just really worried, and they didn't really know what my future was going to be, but I never thought I wasn't going to play.
You talk about guts to get back on the mound, and not only get back on the mound, but have success. Congratulations, Daniel Ponce de Leon, on making it to the big leagues.
I can't explain the feelings. If Daniel says he's going to do something, he puts his mind and he does it.
That journey was not drawn up by me or myself. Obviously, there's greater one drawing this plan up in story. I got 10 family members here, and they all support me throughout.
I don't know if words can describe that. I mean, talk about magical, I mean, what he dealt with, what he's come back from, making his Major League debut, throwing 7 innings without giving up a hit. It's what's magical about this game and special about this game, and one of the reasons we love this game is to see stories like that.
Swing and a drive. Here to talk about Monday night's Home Run Derby, the voice of the Derby, Carl Ravitch. We've got 8 sluggers and God knows how many baseballs this thing's going to need.
A lot. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of those.
All right, we're going to start right at the top. The biggest name is the hometown guy, Bryce Harper.
Right.
Swing and a long drive. Forget about it. It's another home run for Bryce Harper.
what can I expect from this guy?
210 homers, maybe. But you're on a time limit. But the idea is that he's at home. This is one of these, and one of the things we've come to learn about the home run derby is like guys are a little reluctant to do it. He embraced the idea. We're going to be in Washington. If the All-Star game's there, I'm all in. This is a guy that's done it before. He didn't win before he got all the way to the finals. So I think what we can expect from Harper is to put on a really good show. Think about the other names in this thing. He's clearly the biggest name.
There's going to be some great hair flips, too. If
Tremendous,
that goes well.
yeah.
Other side of him, the opposite end is probably Max Muncy. This Dodger guy comes from... Right, he comes from nowhere, right? We're just, we bounce around a little. Now we're in a premier franchise, and we're slugging the ball.
Right, we're killing the ball. And the Dodgers have had a few of these guys. Look, Bellinger was there last year. We've seen Puig sort of show up. Seager was in a derby, so now it's Max Muncy's turn. This guy's got a home run every 10 at-bats. He's got over 20 home runs. No, he's certainly a guy that can win it here.
All right, as we go through the other 6 names, who do you like in there with Hoskins and Freeman and Baez and Schwarber, Bregman? I believe in Jesus.
Aguilar sends it to right center and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here and go!
You know, if I look at this, there's two things. Both Cubs are really interesting.
Yeah.
To me, the stage is built for Baez. I mean, nobody sort of relishes the spotlight, this flash, this idea that I'm out there, and yet the event is built for Schwarber.
Right.
I mean, so you got a guy who, and both of them talked with me together, and Schwarber kept saying, if you ever see this guy in batting practice, like he's going to win the Derby.
All right, I'm going to borrow your quote. Pick me out a winner, Bobby.
Wow. I think I'm going to go with Javi Baez. I think this is sort of Baez's year on this stage with his flair. He knows who he's going to have pitch to him. I'm all in on Baez. I just don't think Bregman hits the ball far enough. But Bregman, in his only other home run derby in the minor league, said the first pitch that he was thrown hit him in the head, and he nearly suffered a concussion. So I just think he's got bad vibes.
I'm not going to laugh about that, actually. It's
well, he did.
Funny.
It was funny.
There you go. I believe in Jesus. Carl Ravitch, we go back now. Elko, KC.
All right.